Welcome to the first episode of Seriously, What is Word? The show where we look at a word that's vague, nebulous, and or ambiguous and try to figure out what the heck it means. In this episode, we'll be looking at life. Okay, I'll stop with that intro voice. Let me know if that should be a trend in this series. In order to figure out what life actually means, I'll have a look at the definition in the following dictionaries: the Oxford English Dictionary, the Cambridge English Dictionary, Merriam-Webster, Dictionary.com, the Free Dictionary, and, just for fun, the Urban Dictionary. Keep in mind I won't always use the first definition, so feel free to have a look at other definitions to see if you come to a different conclusion, but I'll be focusing on what counts as life in this video. The Oxford Dictionary defines life as the condition that distinguishes animals and plants from inorganic matter, including the capacity for growth, reproduction, functional activity, and continual change preceding death. Cambridge Dictionary defines life as the quality that makes people, animals, and plants different from objects, substances, and things that are dead. Merriam-Webster defines life as an organismic state characterized by the capacity for metabolism, growth, reaction to stimuli, and reproduction. This definition is using the following definition for metabolism: the sum of the processes in the buildup and destruction of protoplasm, with protoplasm basically being all the substances that make up part of a living cell. I'll have the exact definition on the screen, though. Dictionary.com defines life as the condition that distinguishes organisms from inorganic objects and dead organisms, being manifested by growth through metabolism, reproduction, and the power of adaptation to environment through changes originating internally. The Free Dictionary defines life as the property or quality that distinguishes living organisms from dead organisms and inanimate matter, manifested in functions such as metabolism, growth, reproduction, and a response to stimuli or adaptation to the environment originating from within the organism. Finally, the Urban Dictionary defines life as a sexually transmitted terminal disease. I mean, the sexually transmitted part of that is kind of a stretch, but everyone does eventually die, so... Anyway, let's have a look at what the common threads are in these definitions. The most common part is that it is a distinguishing factor between living things and dead/inanimate things. However, I'll have to make a whole nother episode about death in order for that to be useful. In terms of actual parameters, the most common one is that life must be capable of ending, making any truly immortal being not alive. Seriously interesting consequences that you could go into in the comments. Other parameters are growth, reproduction, and some other form of change or mutation, may be response to stimuli. The reason I'm going into this is because there is some controversy around whether crystals, yes, crystals, count as alive, because while they aren't cellular or organic, they do grow, and if you think about it, reproduce asexually by breaking into pieces, each piece growing independently. From what we discussed before, we just need to know whether crystals can internally change and whether they can die. In terms of internal change or adaptation, some crystals such as quartz can have growth imperfections leading to different colors. It's not that useful, but it's still a change. But another question remains: can crystals die? Well, as far as I can tell from looking at the internet, crystals cannot become incapable of the functions previously mentioned without losing their structure. So crystals are therefore not a form of life because they cannot die. Keep in mind I am no geologist, so if you, yes you watching the video, are a geologist, or a biologist for that matter, please let me know if I got anything wrong. Lol.